Are you prepared for what is likely to be the most well organized and prepared for live stream that you have ever seen? Probably not. Fortunately for you in that case, you've come to the right place, because we're going to roll with it. We're going to have some fun today. I'm going full spontaneosity, or more or less. We are more or less going full spontaneosity today, and it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out fine. It's gonna work out rather good, actually. I think it's gonna be fun. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, we are doing fantastically well today. I am Melanie, and today, yes, we are returning to RPG Maker XP. Last time we played around with some game mechanics, which is very fun. And we're gonna see what else we can get up to with it. I want to see if I can push this game engine just a little bit. Hello, Nucleos. Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Hopefully your week has treated you well. Hopefully so. Happy Friday. Assuming that it is in fact still Friday where you are. Good to see TV. Hopefully you're enjoying making your tea. I'm sure you'll be back shortly. But yes. I want to see what we can do with this game engine. I want to see what this game engine's capable of. Just a little bit. I think we just start off with the grasslands. Yes, if we start with the grasslands, we can kind of build from there into something else. How big can this go? Can we do 1,000 by 1,000 without the game absolutely freaking out and screaming at me? Apparently not. We can only do 500 and 500. Okay, that's a shame. There are fundamental limits on how big the map can be, but we can't have multiple maps, so that's not too bad. Right, 500 times 500. That does give us 250,000 squares, which is not too bad, actually, so that's fun. You're doing pretty good. Good week, Nucleos. Glad to hear it. Very glad to hear it. I played BPM today. How about making a turn-based overworld? Turn-based overworld. That could be interesting. Also, I've just realized I pressed the wrong buttons. Well done, Melanie. But that's fine. How about making a turn-based overworld? Enemies move when you do. That could be kind of interesting. Kind of chess-like almost. Kinda thing. Let's zoom way out. 1,000 by... Okay, not 1,000 by 1,000. 500 by 500. Which is kind of interesting, actually, because if we were to consider... Wait. Alright, I'm on the wrong layer, that's fine. If we were to consider this map... Like, this is on 1/4 size, and I still can't see anything. This is amazing. Enemies move when you do on a beat. Ah, that's interesting. Kind of like almost Mario, Crypto the Necrodancer. Ah, yeah. That could be interesting. I don't know how well it would work with syncing up with the... I don't know how well it would quite work syncing up with the music. Also, that was definitely the wrong layer for that. That is also not what I wanted. Yeah, so this is the scale of things that we're working with here. On a 500 by 500 map. This is what a 500 by 500 map looks like. The detail is very, very small. We don't have much detail to work with at all, which is very fun indeed. Very, very fun. But we're gonna roll with it. I've decided. Oh dear, I've done it wrong. I've done it wrong. Go for the square tool. Square tool will help. There we go. That's us. Lovely. Lovely. Good stuff. Very good stuff. But yeah, not easy to stream BPM. I'll just enjoy custom music, and it's kind of janky at times. Yeah. BPM means bullet per minute if you don't know the game. I'm aware of the existence of the game, but I'm not very familiar with it. But yeah, this is interesting. So we've got a map this size. 500 by 500 blocks. Or, well, squares, I suppose. So then comes the question. What can we do with a 500 by 500 grid? We've got a pretty interesting environment here. I'd say, like, every character is, like, going to be taking up a space that's roughly 2 meters by 2 meters. Or, like, 5 foot by 5 foot kind of D&D style. So if every block is, like, a meter or 2. If those are 5... Wait, 1, 2, 3... Yeah, those are 5 tall. So that puts the trees at, like, 25 feet tall. That seems about more or less reasonable for trees of this size. So yeah, that gives us a lot of space to work with, actually. Because, like, something that I always enjoy doing is the thought of making games where let's load it up. Yes. But yeah, games where you can explore like a ginormous big map are very fun to me, and this one apparently does that. Also, I'm just remembering one of our viewers from last time very kindly sent me a link to some mods for this game, or some plugins rather, that would be able to start things like screen tearing and what have you. I kind of didn't install those. Well done, Melanie, so well prepared, as I said. It's been a very busy couple of weeks, okay? It's been a busy couple of weeks, and that's the excuse I'm going to stick to. But yeah. No, I like the idea of walking around like massive big maps. There's no real need to make it all one massive big map, like this whole area. I can like break it down to like smaller maps. That's probably a lot more efficient, to be entirely honest. But and also easier to work on. But still, helps for visualization purposes. But yes, making something where the enemies move if you do. How would I do that? Let's go back over to the fields. Let's see. We would need to have a common event, I think. If we have a little look at you, you've got event commands. We'd be able to create a new event page. We would just need to change your movement type to fixed. Set the movement type to fixed. We would need a new event page. Then we would need to do conditions. Player, no, not action button, auto run, parallel process. I don't know. Would it be a switch? Would it be a variable? Right. Where's the player starting position? We're not allowed to edit the event of the player starting position. I don't know if there's an event that detects when the player is moving, is the trick. There would be a way to do it in scripting, but I don't know how to do scripts for real. I don't know, yeah, I don't know how to start with Ruby scripting. I've done a little bit of Ruby scripting, way back when. It's been a while since I actually did anything serious with it. There's game player. So then passable, center, move to position. Right, there's a move to function. Interesting. Diablo-like overworld combat would also be an interesting thing. That would be interesting. I think that does require a little bit more scripting than I'm able to do very easily today. Because again, I'm not really an expert when it comes to Ruby scripting. But yeah, no, there's nothing stopping from doing that. There's certainly plugins that make that would make overworld combat a thing that you'd be able to do. And yeah, that would absolutely be a thing. But I don't know how one would necessarily do it here. Very simply, there would have to be like an action button thing. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know how I would. I don't quite know how I would go about doing it. Last moving equals moving. Yeah, I think I would need to do some really big scripting probably to get that to work properly, unfortunately. Arrow? Oh, arrow cursor on the battle screen. Right, okay, that's fine. There we go. As a move function for the player, there should be one for the enemies. Oh no, there absolutely is a move function. I think I would just have to edit how it works is the thing, and I don't know where it would even be. Yeah, I don't think I know enough about the what's it called? About how the engine actually functions in that case. To be able to set that up. Very sadly. Slightly beyond the scope of what I'm planning to do today. But absolutely something that can be done. Maybe custom, move routes. Let's just, oh, there's switch on, switch off. Ooh, okay, hold on. Cause, okay. Switch on, right, no, movement would switch on and off. Right, so that would activate a switch. Through graphic blending. You got an interesting one. Hello TV, welcome to the stream, good to see you. We're currently trying to figure out if it's possible to make enemies move at the same time as you do, and otherwise stand still. Because that could be rather interesting. But I wonder how one would do it. There's a script option here. I don't know where to start with it. Yeah, because you can't do conditionals on the movement. Unless you can. Self dot transfer set move route. There we go. There's a set move route. Okay, so there is a way. Well, there's a way to set move route. We just need to know if the player's moving now. How do we know if the player's moving? Is there any way to detect that happening? Like, simply. Lost connection, what did we figure out? We figured out how to set move route. There's a set move route option. So we can do that, but the thing is we only want to do it once and when the player moves is what we want to do. So how can we detect the player moving is the next question. Call common event. What about common events? Hold on. Where is the database? There's the database. Common events here. Change maximum. Let's go up to 4. Let's see. This is just the same options, isn't it? Conditional branch, loop, processing, label, control switches, control variables. I think, like, short of having an event on every single tile, I don't know how I would do it. Scroll map, change map settings, fog color tone, transparent flag, move route, wait for moves completion. Interesting, hold on. Pause event handling until all actions specified in the set move route have completed. Can affect routes set for other events. So not recommended for use when parallel processing. When using parallel processing for character movement, note how long the movement will take and use the standard wait command to be safe. So if a wait command... No, but then it still needs to know when the player's moving. Because there's a move player option. There's like transfer player. That's just a transfer. Move picture. There should be a way to. You would think there's a way to. I think probably more likely you would need to do some Ruby scripting. And I don't know how to Ruby script, unfortunately. How does player movement function look like? It is... I wish I knew. Let's see, where is it? I think it's in script editor, game map, common event, game player. Variables are there, passable, center, move to, increase steps, encounter, refresh, same position, front event, touch event, frame update. Remember whether or not moving in local variables. If moving, event running, move forcing, and message window display are all not occurring. Remember coordinates. Character moves down in its positions. This is how the movement all works. It like looks out for buttons or keys being put in. Checks an event trigger in front. If C was pressed, check input trigger. Yeah. Again, I think this is slightly beyond, like, it's not impossible to parse what the movement rules are. Like, it's not impossible to parse, but I'm not planning on learning how to program Ruby in this stream. We're just kind of looking and seeing at what's possible, just playing around with the inbuilt mechanics for now. Is kind of the plan, I think. Where is script editor? There we go. That's fine. Cool. Yeah, so there will be a way to do it, and it's not going to be ridiculously difficult. It's just a bit beyond the surface level stuff, and surface level stuff is all I really full disclosure. Surface level stuff is basically all I'm up to today. I've been awake for over 12 hours already. It's not the longest time in the world. I'm a bit tired. I had a bit of a late night last night, which was very fun. We got to hang out with Yuri, which was lovely. But yes, no. After today, I am needing a little bit of a fun chill time. That's kind of the hope. But yeah, not looking to learn how to Ruby script today. What else can we do? So I was thinking about the massive map, the ridiculously huge map, which we could totally do. Which is very useful, actually. Like, if we go to a different tab and then we go back to this one, we can just scroll on this map. That's very helpful. Yeah, we found that the maximum map size we can build is 500 by 500. And for some reason, it immediately makes me think I want to make, like, I don't know, Rust in it or something like that. Not the programming language, the game. I want to make, like, survival game almost. Which is funny, rather. I wonder, how would you... Oh, you would need to make all of these squares an event, wouldn't you? So that you'd destroy them if one of these events was destroyed. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Wait, there's no way to copy events, are there? Well, I think there are. Hold on, because if I place, I don't know, let's place this guy down here. Sure, welcome. There you go. We've got a little fighter here. Now if I copy you and I place you there. Ah, so we can copy. It's just going to be bloody annoying. To be doing everything on the top. Rather, especially, yeah. How would I even do that then? That'd be interesting. I'd maybe have to be completely separated like all these trees rather than overlapping each other, because unfortunately we've only got one layer of events. So we'd need to have like single trees be the interactable ones if we make some kind of survival game like that. But still, could be interesting. Could be interesting. I don't know, I'm just always fascinated by the idea of having like a massive big map for people to explore. I think like formative moment for me was first playing Oblivion and realizing that video games could just be like a massive open world that you could explore at leisure. They didn't have to all be like mission with completely different environments and a hard set story. Just being able to explore those environments was just such a wonderful thing to me when I first encountered them, that yeah, I kind of wanted to kind of do something similar myself. But yes, I think I just keep coming back to it in that regard. But right, okay, so we can do copies. It would just take a lot of hassle to get them to work, or to copy them into the right pattern, and also overlap each other and behave themselves. So in that case, fundamental difficulties. That's interesting, because there's nothing saying that we couldn't go to a desert. Although this doesn't quite work quite as well as the trees. But yeah, vegetation's a lot more sparse in a desert. A lot more sparse. So I wouldn't have to worry about so many overlapping things. Yeah, that's interesting. Although I do notice that there's not very many assets for the desert. It's almost as if the game developers don't expect you to spend much time there. For some reason or another, couldn't say why. Let's see. Let's just paste in all of that. That's so annoying. That's very annoying, actually. Right. So annoying. Go to 1/4. There we go. So I can select all this. Paste. Oh dear. Control Z. And select all this. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. There we go. But yeah, desert environment. Desert environment is interesting. Although I note that it's a desert environment that doesn't have water. Very much. Which is a bitty of a shame. Just a little bitty of a shame. What if we do something like this? I mean, that could work. Could work very slightly. But how does it work at the edge of the map? Somehow I don't think it just goes off into the endless deep. As much as I would like it to. Oh, it does! Oh, that's perfect then! Look at this! Okay, we can just have like a big desert island if that's what we want. Oh, that's fun. That's rather fun. I like that. I do like that. We can even have a little cave. Well, we can have caves. Caves are no problem. We can just plop you... Oh. Not on that layer. on this layer. There we go. So now we've got a cave. And we can even have a little hole in the base of the cave. If you look at it from this layer, there we go. Look at that. Got a lovely little cavey mabobber. Cavey mabobber. Although what's going on with those corners? They don't quite match down there. Yeah, if we put that and that there. Oh wait, they do match, it's just not perfect. I don't know, is there a better piece I could use, I wonder? You know what? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. We could roll with it. We could roll with it. But yeah, the number of assets available here is kind of disappointing to me. What do we have here? Tile sets. Yeah, because you can add multiple tile sets together. You're not limited to just one. So like by default, we've got the desert tile set just here. It's got sand, it's got lots of sparse vegetation, it's got these lovely little sandy waves. Hold on, I wanna play around with the sandy waves. They're pretty. They're rather pretty. Very pretty indeed. Do they like work in like special ways? Are there like ideal ways to get them placed, or are they just rotations of the same? I think they might just be rotations of the same. That does distinctly look rotation-like. A little bit. Well, that one's thicker, that one's longer. This one's definitely thicker. Yeah, they're just like little smudges. Oh, right. It's the way that the light's falling on them. So it's the same thing. It's just that the light source is up here, and it casts a shadow differently. Like in here, the bowl is lit, and here the bowl is shaded. Down here, it's mostly lit. Down here, it's shaded. That's fun. I like that. That's kind of cool. I like the footprints as well. Footprints are pretty cool. You can see them going up, down, left, right. Different plants. I love desert plants. Desert plants are great. They really are. And we can also just plop down a tree. Give it a coconut. Which would be... Ooh, no. No. If we do that, we have an event here, which is the coconut. Yes. So we can apply the coconut there as an event, and then you'd be able to interact with another event at the base of the tree that lets you shake down the coconut. That'd be fun. Just had a thought to round movement. Enemies already move on round bases, so maybe it would be somewhat easier to alter that function and apply it to the player. Thought for another time. Yeah, something like that. Like, they already move... Well, they don't really move on a per round basis. They kind of... Well, they kind of move at, like, certain movement rates. I wonder about that. That'd be interesting. Perhaps. But yeah, project for another time. Good thought though, Nucleus. Plenty of potential solutions to this kind of thing. On text. Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, that kind of works. I certainly don't think it doesn't work. What about this whole deal? Let's see. So yeah, we can add... so then it's like... Wait, hold on. I need to see this from inside the game. I need to see this from inside the game. If I could just remember how to... There we go. Player standing position starts there. Let's go in. Save changes. Let's have a look. And Yeah, these feel weird. These bits of sand, they feel odd. Not entirely sure why. Is it because, yeah, it's because they're drawn on this layer. Right, let's get the pencil back. Put you there. Then there's that hole. If we do this and this, does that look better? Let's try playing this and see what that looks like. Yeah, there we go. Now it's just kind of like sticking out of the sand rather than having... It's got a shadow there. The shadow's along this side, which is nice. And then there's the hole, which is also nice. Lovely. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. And yeah, then go back to events. Ooh, but the trick is editing everything on a big map like this would actually not. Whether it was on a big map like this or not, editing these things would be a bit of a hassle to set things up, because if I was to, yeah, ideally you'd want an engine that would make it much easier to do this, where you would just have one entity here, the tree, there'd be one interaction connected to it, that would be there, and you could just copy the whole thing. But like this, you'd have to like manually go to each of them. You could make a common thing, but every single time it would have to refer to like a different square. I wonder if there's an easy way to set this up. Conditions, self switch. Yeah, because that would need to be self switch A is on, that would then do that, and then that would need to look at this thing's self switch, but that doesn't work. Interesting. I also would look into how well optimized the engine is for large scale projects / how it handles the screen. Yeah, I do not think that the game engine is meant for the kind of things that I'm trying to do to it. I more want to do it for the exercise more than anything else. It's more for like the curiosity of like seeing whether it can be done, rather than like insisting that it be done. Also, that's interesting. Completely different sand type. Didn't realize there was 2 different sand types. Okay, there might be 3 different sand types. There are 3 different sand types. Maybe there's load zone type events. I don't. You can have events set so that as soon as an area is loaded, it will behave in a certain way. You can definitely do that. You can absolutely do that. There we are. Different sand types to look at there. Do these do interesting things? No, they don't do interesting things. They need to go together. What about these bushes? These bushes don't. This grass does, but it wants to be... It's at home in this middle bit here. This kind of sand. Yeah, that kind of sand it's happy with. It likes that sand. Okay, not that sand. It likes... Wait, was it this one? No, it was the other one. It was this one. Yeah, this is the sand that it likes being next to. Because it suits it. Everything likes being next to this sand. The one underneath that. That's fun. Okay, let's go fill, 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 fill. Everything likes this color of sand. That's good. That's good to know. That is the preferred sand. Also, that's prickly pear. Is that like, oh dear, did not mean to do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that either. There we go. So would I need to place those? And then on the next layer place that? No. Looks very different. But then it also feels like it should be right. I don't know. Let's load into the game and have a quick look. Maybe there's a loads on event types. Yeah. They're definitely loading in type events. Okay, so I don't know if they work like that. I think this one would need to always be on top in order to work. I don't know why that one's on top, but that one isn't. That's interesting. How did that work? The horrors of running through a world made of cactus. I love cactus though. Cactus is adorable. The most tsundere of plants, as has been said. Do like cactus though. Also tumbleweed. Very nice. Like tumbleweed. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Is there a way to change like time scale? Like a filter over the top of everything? I don't know if there is. So are you stuck in the daytime 24/7? Or is there a way to make it like night mode? Without just like painting this over the top of everything? Because you can imagine that would be a bit less interesting. If we load into the game now, let's have a little look at what it looks like. Right, it just looks foggy more than anything else. It looks foggy. This all looks foggy. And those look weird. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Very clearly that doesn't work. This is the stinging tree, the most yandere of plants then? Is that the one that kills anything that gets near it? Because if so, yes. Yeah, there's a type of tree that is so toxic they just put warnings up and say don't go anywhere near it, you'll die. They're very fun. Very fun indeed. Right, okay, this clearly doesn't work. Clearly it doesn't. But I do like these maps. Do like these kind of big maps, although I'm as much as I like them, I'm terrible at actually doing them. In case it wasn't obvious. Oh, that's filling. I don't want to fill. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, lovely lush green grass. Very nice. We can have nice little, she says, water feature. Have a nice pool. Very nice little pool. Nice big pool. With some green all around it. Oh, pencil. Pencil, please. There we go, thank you. I wish it was slightly easier to not paint over the top. I really wish this game had more layers. More layers would be fantastic. Layers are great. I love layers. Layers are very nice. But you know what, this game is what, like, we decided like 20 years old or something? It's fair enough that it might not have everything. Also, why am I doing all this on this layer? It's not very clever. Fill, get rid of, thank you. Why am I doing this on this layer actually? Should be on the lowest layer. The very lowest layer. Bush. 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 Look at that. 3 circles. Well, ellipses. Makes a nice weird looking lake. But yes, greenery is very nice. Let's go for just the pencil tool. You can probably just go over it a little more as well. Doesn't matter too much that we get it bang on. Not really. Fill it out a little more. Yeah, I'm just suddenly reminded of this game that I picked up a couple of years ago. I thought it was going to be really interesting because it was like a game where you've got to do a lot of walking and find gold and stuff, and I thought, you know what? A walking game that you've got to find gold in? That sounds great. Picked it up and it was the most basic shit I had ever seen. It was so disappointing. And like, I like bad games. I like Bethesda games, come on. But it was terrible. It was really bad. Bush. 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 Oh, not there. Bush. Oh. Bush. Well, I say bush. They're not technically bushes. Palm trees are actually closely related to grasses. So I should be saying grass, 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 ksa. There we go. We have a lovely little oasis, which is very nice. Sprinkle a couple of spiny little plants and bloom around. Okay, I can't do that. A couple of more, slightly more sparse cacti around. Definitely more sparse than what they would be out in the desert wastes, though. Whoosh. I like they've got the... What's the saguaro? Saguaro? I don't remember the name of the cactus. They've got completely different cactus in different parts of the world, you know. There's like plants evolved in both Afro-Eurasian and American deserts. Be very similar. Similar strategies, but completely unrelated. It's so cool. Here we go, lovely little oasis. Lovely little oasis to go explore. Really wish it would let me resize the window though. Oh wait, if I press F11. Ah, it doesn't let me F11, that's a shame. Right, there we go. Wait, is there... Oh, there's a very subtle little water animation that's playing. That's adorable, I like that. I do like that, that's nice. There's like a couple of frames. There's like 8 frames of water animation on the side. It would be nice if there was some water animation further out to the side. That would also be very nice. But sadly there's not. But yeah, it's just comfy. Looking around. But yeah, no. As much as I'm fascinated by... I like big maps, and I cannot lie. They take a long time to develop. It's time that I'm not really well suited to. So yeah, it might be maybe a different kind of project might be what I want to work on. One that doesn't involve quite... Sorry there, hit the microphone. One that doesn't involve quite a large map. Large maps can be very fun. I do like large maps. You can do a lot of fun things on them. But yes, something that doesn't involve map making, as useful as maps are in this game. Like, it's the main UI when you load up this game engine. You can just see how big the map is. But nah, a lot of my time is always spent in the database. I like the database. What if we were to make like a kind of a single player RPG kind of thing? Like a pure single player, almost like Western style RPG experience rather than like a JRPG experience. That'd be interesting. Because I've played, well, I say I've played, I've tried doing runs like that before. I say runs. So you just need to set one actor, one class, remove skills to learn entirely, just make it so that it can use every piece of gear. Like they can equip it, but they don't necessarily get the bonuses from them. Items. Now, unfortunately, I'm fairly sure that like attack stats and stuff, how much the user's attack power influences the effects. Set high for skills that should do great damage. 100 is average. Where skill where this value is 0 are treated as magic and cannot be used when the user's status is mute. Oh-ho. For non-magic skills, this value is set to 1 and above. Interesting. Where does the M magic? Oh, that's power. Wait, power. Hold on. Power. Base values to calculate the effects. Attack. What's Ava F? The degree of influence of evade rates. Huh. Interesting. There's a hit rate. What's all these like int and agi ones? It affect how much intelligence influences the effects. Set high for magic skills. General magic attack recommends value 100. So yeah, most of these are like 100. Are there any of these abilities that go up to like ridiculous amounts? Strength F is huge. Paralyze arrow. Yeah, it looks like most of the abilities are all 100. Do any of them use a skill above 100? There's a bunch of these that are int scaling. I'm not seeing many dex or agility scaling skills. They're all strength or intelligence. So there's multiple different mechanics you can play with. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, so there's a lot more mechanical complexity here as far as characters are concerned than one might expect. So physical strength influencing things, dexterity affecting things. Oh, you can also have items that when equipped give you certain skills. I figured that one out as a little trick before. So what we'll do, we'll have a weapon. We'll create a new one. We'll call it, I don't know what we'll call it, but we'll find a something for it. Yeah, we'll make it like a magic ring. Do we have a nice, pretty ring? Yeah, there we go. Fire and ice ring. There we go. And we'll need some kind of a thing for it. Description. Animation. Yeah, because we've got fun little abilities here. There's fire, animation already. You know what, for now, let's just go for the cast magic effect. Target animation. Yeah, because you can make your own custom effects, which are very fun. But let's not worry about those just now. So I can set price. This is a whole economy system in this game, which is fun. Let's see. So yeah, element, fire, and ice. State change is where it grants something. So what would it be? So yeah, these... Wait, strength plus. What do these do? Because we've got the price, that's the value it sells for. Base amount of damage done by the weapon. Physical defense increase when equipped, but only used when it's a type of armor. Magic defense in a similar way, but still, you can ignore that. Strength bonus received when equipped. Dex bonus received when equipped. Ooh, those are fun. But none of the default weapons use it. And also intelligence buffs. So yeah, you can do stat buffs. Those are fun. Those are very fun. But yes, skills. There is a way to do this though. There's a way to set it so that equipping a certain weapon gives you a certain skill. Or is that something that's an RPG Maker VX Ace and not an XP? No, I think there will be a way to do it. It might be through common events. You might just need to like do it manually. So yeah, you just need to do like what we did before, where there's an event where change equipment to oh right, the main character only has access to certain skills. Let's go back here. Let's also give them access to the fire and ice ring. Apply. Let's go back to common events. Run this one. This is equip fire and ice. And we can do change equipment, main character, fire and ice ring. Cool. And then that would also be a change skill. We learn some ability here. Fire and ice or something. Yeah, let's go find... Shit. Let's go find a fire and ice skill. Add a new skill to the crowd. Go here. Fire and ice. Which can then have all the regular stats done to it. That makes it pretty and fun and do all kinds of cool stuff. Apply. Go back to common events. I didn't hit apply. Well done, Melanie. So change skills, learn, fire and ice. No, I didn't want to open the LibreOffice. Go away. So that changes the skill. Then change the equipment, which is fire and ice ring. Lovely. And that's equip fire and ice. Trigger has none, that's fine. Let's change max and gain. We'll have to have another one which is unequip. I wonder how these work in tandem. So we change skills, forget. That could get annoying actually. Yeah, I've got a bit of a concern now. Because if there's all kinds of skills that are gained or lost when you equip certain gear, yeah, it doesn't become easy. You need to have something that like runs every single unequip just on the off chance. So then it becomes, yeah, conditional branch. If actor has skill fire and ice learned, then change skills, forget fire and ice. And I do think we can... How do we edit this? Edit, there we go. There we go. So yeah, then we just change the skills, then we just remove that. Unequip fire and ice. Apply. Did not mean to close that. Yeah, because then we're going to have a big nested conditional branch for unequip item. Is the annoying part. Unequip. So then that would be conditional branch. If variable, I could add a new variable, so this would be equipped. Ah, but then there would be multiple slots, aren't there? There are multiple slots. Weapon. Equipped weapon. Apply. So if equipped weapon is equal to another variable, yeah, you'd have to log all the individual variables too. Yeah, that's tricky. Ooh, I could always set it as switches. But then you've still got to search every switch. Yeah, processing becomes rather difficult at that point. So it does. If there was a way to... Oh, but we do have a batch of control switches. So what I could do is I could say, okay, in this game there are going to be 50 skills, say, or for the sake of simplicity, let's say there's going to be 10 skills. Number 26 through 35 are going to be skills. If one of them is switched on, then, I mean, we'd still have to do an individual check for each of those. But yeah, if we unequip, we just switch them off, and that's great. So yeah, let's do 26 through 35. That switches them off. But if we were to equip, then we just need one for every equip one. And when it equips... Do we even need one for every equip? Yeah, we do need one for every equip. So every equip, so equip fire and ice. Yeah, because we need to have one check that would run through all the options. Ooh. Ooh. Like, this is definitely nowhere near the most convenient way of doing this. Like, this isn't how I'd program it if I was in charge of programming the engine. But it would work. It's just very annoying and confusing to program. Change parameters, change equipment. Yeah, I think later versions of the engine are a bit more robust in that regard. Because I'm fairly sure it's like baked into VX8 that equipping something can give you a new skill. Only while it's equipped, which is fun. But yeah, on equip, then Wait, oh, actually, hold on. Skills. Occasion, icon, menu use, sound effect, common event. Oh, common event. Oh, right, so you can call a common event when you use it. When you use the skill. Well, who's not to say that you could just equip things as a skill? Like, use a skill to equip and unequip something. Maybe. That might work. I mean, let's see. So, the common event to equip something would need to confirm that you've actually got something, or that you don't have something equipped in the same slot. But you could do that. So yeah, go back to common events. If when equipping we want to conditional branch, we want to check that one of the switches here. So if I wish it was a range. Is there a way to do like a range of switches without a script? Because I can't be bothered doing a script. It doesn't seem to wanna, because you can control switches as a batch very easily, but you can't check the range of them. I wonder. You can call common events. You can call a common event, and a common event you can basically script up however you want with more or less difficulty. I don't know why my eyes are very itchy right now. I think I'm sleepy and or dehydrated. That will probably also contribute. But yeah, common event. Yep. I did say that this was going to be a very interesting stream. Unfortunately, slightly more than I expected. Yeah, conditional branch. It's really annoying that the switches don't work automatically. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, maybe I'm just barking up the wrong tree here. It's annoying that you can't just have skills follow the item. It's rather annoying that you can't do that. But I wonder... Wait, hold on. Common event for unequip. So you can do control switches. You can control variable. And you can change a variable to a variable. Actor, whatever stat. Self switches we don't care about. Change skills. I mean, we could always just change skills. Yeah, because we could always just go through change skills and just say remove all of these fancy skills. So there's an unequip phase, and then there's an equip phase, or like when you equip, you run unequip, that unequips everything, regardless of whether you've got it or not. So you remove fire ice, you remove all of them at once, and then you equip the next one. So yeah, that works. Oh, that works so much more elegantly than I thought it was going to. I thought this was going to be a nightmare. I really did. I really did. But turns out it was a lot easier than I thought. Okay, so yeah, we just add fire ice. But first of all, we need to use a common event. That should be here somewhere. The second page? No. The third page. The first page. There's common event. There's called common event. Found it. So then that runs unequip first. And then, so it unequips everything. It calls unequip, the entire purpose of which is to remove all possible skills, and then it equips what it needs to. There we go. That's how we can have it follow. You still need to do the whole thing where you equip it in a completely different menu than the normal menu where you're, you know, supposed to use it. But even so, that's a very, very small workaround that you need to do to be able to get that to work. You just list all of the things that need to be removed in the unequip. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Okay, this is really good. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Cool beans. Very happy. Very happy. Good old recursion. Well, it's not really recursion, but still. Okay, so... This is the point where if I had actually designed a game to implement with this game engine, we would now be able to start developing here. So that's fun. We could maybe look at developing some kind of a basic concept, like a very basic game is a thing that should and could be done. I think I've kind of been leaning towards... Right. Let's open up LibreOffice. We're actually doing it. We're developing a game. It seems. We're developing a silly game. I'm going to zoom so that we can actually see what's going on here. Developing a silly game. There we go. We're developing a silly game. So, what requirements does it have? We need to know what the requirements are. So, basic kind of JRPG mechanics with Western RPG influence. Like sole protagonist kind of thing, like not party based. Single party member. I mean, that's not exclusively Western RPG, but yeah. So single party member, no / limited class restrictions, and also equipping different equipment. Gives you different skills. That's something that's important. Other things that we can add in as well, crafting. Crafting weapons, armor, consumables. etc. Mix of overworld and random encounters, enemies. Sounds good to me. And big open map. Because why the hell not? Okay, I think that's a pretty solid number of requirements. Big open map mostly just needs to be, like, made pretty. We'll just include a little note on that. But yeah, there we go. So we've got a silly little game with some silly little game requirements. Lovely. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Okay, is there a way to keep this window always on top? That would be nice. I don't see it here, unfortunately. That does not appear to be an option. That's a shame. Right, I'll just move it over here onto the other screen. It's fine. But we've got our silly game and our silly requirements. So kind of as a foundation. We've got our main character. Classes. We want to so yeah, if we were to like start this entirely from scratch, we take it down to one class. Skills rather. Take it down to one. There's just gonna be one skill, and we're gonna build everything from the start, because what could possibly go wrong? Items. Reduce it to one. We don't need them. Weapons. Reduce it to one. We don't need them. Same for armors. One. We don't need them. Enemies. Okay, enemies I'll leave, but just because I can't be bothered dealing with enemies right now. I'm mostly wanting to think about our protagonist, our main character kind of thing. They need to have access to every single thing. Every single thing needs to be available to them. Everything. And we can change details. We'll just leave it as default. We'll leave everything as default. Everything can be default. It's all fine. I've not even really thought about how leveling up's gonna work. Or even how combat's gonna work. Once upon a time, I was playing around with VX Ace, I think it was. And what I wanted to do was do like a D&D style accuracy system. Rather than JRPG style. Which was an interesting little project. Actually. The skills, not the skills, it was, where was it now? How did I determine that? There was a way that I determined it. We might even want to just leave it at, there's one level. Oh dear, I just closed the thing when I shouldn't have. Yeah, one level. You're level 1 and that's it. Now that would be interesting for a game where there's only what's it called? Where only like equipment makes a difference, kind of thing. Kind of like Monster Hunter. At the very least, the older Monster Hunters. I don't know if modern Monster Hunters have level ups. It'd be interesting if they did. But yeah. So the first ability should not be a heal skill. I don't think. I don't think the first one should be a heal skill. It's going to be an unarmed attack. It's going to be a one-armed attack against one enemy, which you can only use in battle. It is going to be a hit animation, specifically just a hit animation. Target animation is going to be... is it going to be hit, or... I wonder... Where's the, like, you've just been hit. There's explosion. Could just be an explosion. Sword skill, spear skill, axe skill, knife skill, bow skill, gun skill. I wonder. Oh yeah, if there's any suggestions for what kind of like setting this game could have. Explosion? You know what, why not? Let's go crazy here. We'll go for explosion. Yeah, any thoughts on like the setting here for this silly game of ours? If we wanted to turn it into I don't know, standard fantasy, post-apocalyptic. If we wanted it to be modern fantasy, sci-fi, any tropes, any themes, let me know. I'll put them in the document. And we can put them in as requirements. Theming. We need to know. Tropes. We need to know. So if you let me know, I'll let you know. But yeah, let's go for this. Menu, use sound effect. We want to go for attack. Probably just one's probably fine. Sounds about right. You can't hear it. I can hear it. It sounded like a sound. Is what it sounded like. Right, power. What's power and how that works? Determines effects. Interesting. Int is very weak. Right, so it should be a physical attack. What's attack F? How much attack the user's attack power influences effect. Set high for skills that should do great damage when attack power is high. Interesting. Right, let's just leave it at 100 for now. Strength F should be 100 as well. We might want to reduce that. Hit rate. Oh, hit rate. That's how we were playing around with it before. Or, well, I say we. I mean I. Hit rate. For D&D, 95% accuracy. Should be the base. And then armors. What armors should do if we put on, let's see, where is body? 3 pieces of gear. Not very many many asset options, which is interesting. But fine. Yeah, we'll go for that. That'll probably do. So, iron breastplate. 1 iron breastplate, please. Standard iron breastplate will do. It will be body armor. Auto state, none. That's fine. Evasion. This is what we want to play around with. So, if we're talking Dungeons and Dragons, for example, D&D works on an armor class system. That doesn't mean anything to anyone who's not played D&D. You roll 20-sided die, and you roll the 20-sided die, you add a number, which is normally like your attack number, and you want that total of the die roll plus the attack bonus, you want that to be higher than the enemy's armor class. So that's their number that you've got to beat. And the way that works is if you're just rolling a regular d20 and you want to beat someone with an armor class of 10, which is pretty much the default, you got 50-50 chance of succeeding because half of the numbers that you can get are going to be higher, half of them are going to be lower. So for standard, evasion's going to be like 50%. Oh, and there's also critical fail, which is like always a fail. So yeah, that will be 50%. Accuracy. Can you affect accuracy in here? Defense, strength, dex, agility. No, you can't. It's only in skills that you can affect hit rate. Interesting. But yeah, there should be a limit on 95% accuracy because there should always be a chance that you miss, even if you are hitting something with no AC. It's not necessary, but let's play with it anyway. I'm enjoying this. If we want 50% accuracy, actually, we should maybe have that be 45. So there's a... Oh wait, no, but it's cumulative, isn't it? Or rather, it's multiplicative. See, this is the problem that I get when I started doing this before. I'm getting flashbacks to like 10 years ago playing around with VX Ace, thinking to myself, oh yeah, but the multiplicative effects. The multiplicative effects. Because it's not going to be 5% chance to miss the attack plus 45% chance to evade the attack means 50%. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that because screw you. It's weirder than that. Maths is fun. But I love it. It's fun. This is fine. We'll roll with this. So yeah, basic armor, 50% chance to let you dodge, which is fine. We'll just confirm that is how this works. Is it percentile? Handles a hidden parameter not displayed in-game, set only to create armor that makes it easy to dodge attacks. So yeah, that means there's a 45% chance to dodge the hit. Weapons, incredibly accurate. Or rather, skills, incredibly accurate. But armor helps you evade, or rather stop taking damage. So you've got damage, evasion for armor class. That's like in Fallout 1 actually. And then you've also got defense, which is damage reduction. How exactly does that work? Well, it goes into the calculation. There's a whole calculation for combat. I believe there's a way to actually write out what the combat equation is, but I'm not seeing it. That might also be a VX Ace thing, rather than one of these things. Yeah, I keep referring to VX Ace because like I had the choice between this one and I had VX Ace. VX Ace had more features. I played with VX Ace, but we're challenging ourselves here with XP because XP is fun. It's fun. I like challenges. I like overcoming challenges, thinking new ways to overcome tricky situations. So yeah, okay, we can't define the combat stats. Can we maybe in here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, so the default combat equation, which I believe is used in VX Ace, is the amount of damage dealt is double the attacker's attack stat minus the defender's defense stat, is I believe how the damage calculation works, which is fun. It's a simple system. Something that I did in VX Ace, and I really enjoyed doing in VX Ace actually, was coming up with my own combat equations that would handle things like very differently. Like with the I like coming up with fun equations for things. So I actually came up a equation that basically emulated the damage threshold system that appears in like Fallout New Vegas. So for those not familiar with it, if you shoot someone, if you've got a gun that does like 100 damage and you're hitting someone who's got, okay, not 100 damage. If you've got a weapon that does 20 damage and you're going up against something with 10 damage threshold, it means that it goes up against the damage threshold, 10 damage is absorbed, 10 damage goes through, kind of thing. This is opposed to Fallout 3, where 10 damage resistance, being hit by something with 20 damage, would only remove 10% of the damage, so it would be doing 18 damage. So yeah, but very different system. Damage threshold is considerably stronger. But if you were doing 10 damage against something with 10 damage resistance, then there would be a limit to how low the damage can be reduced to. So you would always be guaranteed to do, I think, 20% damage, no matter how high the enemy's damage resistance was. So if you're going up against someone with 40 damage threshold, previously. Yeah, if you're going up against someone with like 40 damage threshold and you're dealing 5 damage, you're not dealing no damage. You're dealing 1 damage with every hit. And I came up with an equation that basically emulated that. It wasn't perfect, but it was as perfect as I could get with a very simple one-line equation, which turned out to be not very simple at all. But it was fun. It was fun, okay? If you're coming up with an RPG in RPG Maker and you need some fun damage calculations, let me know. Because I like coming up with damage calculation equations. Actually, I wonder if... oh, I just had a thought now. Yeah, because you can call a common event. Oh, no, that's fun. You can call a common event. Oh, no, that's fun. That's actually really interesting. Like, you can call a common event, which means you can completely ignore the inbuilt damage calculation. The one that uses power, attack, evasion, hit rate, and all that. You can just completely ignore it. You can completely ignore it and call a common event. And this common event, let's see what we can do with this common event. We're getting very distracted. Okay, we're getting very, very distracted, but bear with me. Because what we basically want to do is control a variable. Or we want to control, like, a significant variable. We can use this to do multiple things at once. We want to determine damage, and we want to determine accuracy. And we can do that entirely within here. Well, actually, accuracy, arguably, we might want to just leave in here because, like, we've got hit rate, it's nice and convenient. Armor provides evasion. Wait, is that evasion just for physical attacks? I wonder if it gives us physical attacks or if it counts for all attacks. That would be interesting, actually. Because I would like magic to avoid evasion. Or to have, like, a different accuracy symbol. Also, that's not how you spell variance, that's variance. It's variance. Variance. Like, skill has variance, but items has oh my god, look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Variance. Whereas this is variance. Ah, dear, adorable. Where was I? Oh yes, we can go completely over the head of the regular combat system by using common events. So yeah, let's just assume that the accuracy is going to be handled already. We want to do a damage calculation. So we're going to handle the damage calculation completely separately. For this, we're going to want our own variable. We're going to have this one. It's going to be called combat damage. So we've got a new variable. It's called combat damage. It's going to be really fun. We're going to want to set it, first of all, to 0. Just so that we can get rid of anything else that was previously there. Next, we want to... Well, I mean, we don't technically have to set it to 0, but it's good practice to set it to 0. So, if we go to actors... strength. No, we want to make that combat damage set equal to actor's strength, and then yeah, we'll demonstrate it with the current default calculation for now, and then we want to multiply that by a constant, which is 2, and then we want to... Oh, but then how do we know who our target is? That's tricky. How do we set our target? I wonder. Right, okay, so that gets it up to like ×2. How do we... Yeah, Now, you see, this is the problem of not having object-oriented programming. and in fact only having a database to play with. But yeah, we can, okay, so we can look at individual enemies. If it was all, okay, if we guaranteed that this game was going to have just one-on-one combat, we could always look at enemy 1, and then we could find what their defense is. Like physical defense or magic defense. And then we can use that. And then we just set that to combat damage, subtract enemy 1's physical defense. And that would be that. And then we would control variable, not variable, sorry. Where is it now? Is it combat damage? Change HP? Yeah, change HP. Not for the actor. I want to... change enemy HP. There we go. Change enemy 1. Decrease by variable. Combat damage. Allow knockout. And that's how we would do it. We would do something similar to this, and that gets us completely around the game's default damage calculation by doing this instead. We can still use the skill, we can set it so that it can still handle accuracy, we can still set it so that it handles everything else, we can just leave everything else out of it. Actually, we can still, yeah, no, we can just completely remove everything here. Except, ooh, maybe the strength effect as well, because if we're doing that, then hold on, common event, we might be able to add another thing. So control variables, combat damage. What was I thinking? Other. Yeah, you can do different effects based on map ID, party members, gold, steps. What does party members do? I have no idea. Oh, so that's based on the map ID, the number of party members, the amount of gold, the amount of playtime, the note on the timer, and the number of saves. You can have different effect based on the number of saves. Okay, you can basically make Undertale in RPG Maker XP. Okay, maybe without the bullet hell, but you can definitely do all of the like the narrative funky stuff that Undertale has going on. You can definitely do that. Characters, map, oh, you can do map position, terrain tag. That's interesting. Item, so that's set true, does that say like true or false or something? I wonder. Oh, and oh, we've got the modulus as well. Oh, that's fun. You can take the modulus. That's adorable. Love it. Makes me happy. Oh, you can do random as well. There's also a random effect. That's lovely. You can also multiply variables by other variables, which is very, very cool. But yeah, okay, that's interesting. So you can't do things directly based on HP levels, but that's fun. That's very fun. You know, I think I can get rid of this one. Just get rid of that. So combat damage is strength times 2, subtract defense, and that gets you the amount of damage. But what if we wanted to do a slightly different one? What if we wanted to do the effect that I described earlier? So yeah, another. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Another thing that I was thinking was different items, or rather different weapons and stuff. They give you strength bonuses, or you can use those to give you strength bonuses. They don't necessarily have to be mechanical strength bonuses, like, you know, like the things that increase like your carry capacity in the game or whatever. Those can just be entirely game mechanical stats. So if you, by default, your character could have no strength, So at level 1, they've got 0 strength. And then when they get to level 99, that's level 0. When they get to level 99, they've got 0 strength. Generate curve, please. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. I want you to go right to nothing. Right the way to the nothing. Lovely. No strength. You're feeble and weak. So now, I can completely control how much damage is being done based entirely on the weapon itself. I mean, I can use other multipliers as well. So, like, say the sword, I wanted to do like 100 damage. Say you could do 100 damage. There's also attack stat as well. That's interesting. Attack stat was damage, wasn't it? Oh wait, and then there's this strength bonus received. Okay, so that gives you strength. Attack, basic amount of damage done when using the item. That's just the base item. Interesting. But why would you want to use the base item when you can use a skill? Then unarmed is fine. Which is a hit, which is fine. Strength F. How much physical strength influences the effects? Set high for physical skills. Okay. Okay. And what's that? MDef. How much the target's magic defense influences the effects. How much your strength affects it. Yeah, I think I would basically just ignore that. And then have the common effect. Like, that works off of strength. So what the weapon does, instead of the weapon having an attack value and that going into the calculation, which you totally can do, what it does, the weapon changes the strength or dex, agility, intelligence of the actor, the player character. It changes those stats, and then it uses those stats to calculate damage, rather than going through the base JRPG system. So you can totally do that. I can make it as complicated or as simple as you want. I'd argue let's go for a little bit more complicated. Let's try something a little bit more complicated. Okay. So what equation do we want to work with then? Becomes the question. Do I have a pen? I mean, I have a pen, but it's not a ballpoint pen. Shit. I don't have a pen. Shoot. Nuts. So prepared, so well prepared. Is there one on the floor? I have no idea. Right, it's fine. You know what? We don't need a pen for this because we got a spreadsheet. We got a spreadsheet. So, what I'm thinking is let's try and emulate the Fallout combat thing, where it's going to be basically attack minus defense, but only down to 20%. So just straight attack minus defense, but always at least 20%. So in that case, what we want to do is damage is going to be equal to 0.2 times attack plus what would that then be? That would then be in this situation, defense is usually going to be less than attack. But there may be times where defense is higher than attack. I do love coming up with these calculations, they're fun. So let's see. So we always do point to attack. Always. And I'm pretty sure the game automatically sets it so an attack can't do negative damage. Like, you hit someone with an attack, they have defense higher than your attack, and so they heal when you hit them. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. So in that case, how would that then work? We need a little table here. We need like a truth table. So we've got attack, defense. It's not a truth table, but similar to it. Not defeases. No. We've got attack, defense, and we got conditions. Attack is greater than defense. Attack equal to defense. And wait, do we even need this? I don't even need these, actually. It's fine. We're just doing cases. We're doing cases. It's fine. Then attack is going to be less than defense. So in the case where attack is greater than defense, it's going to be actually, we'll make it like much greater than defense. Is probably right. Wouldn't greater than or equal to? No, we're not doing logical right now, but you are correct. Greater than or equal to is useful. We're not doing this for calculational purposes. We're just doing this for illustrative purposes because my brain is slow. My brain is rather mushy tofu today, unfortunately. We want to look at cases rather than logical. So if attack is much greater than defense, so when defense approaches 0, we want to look at the damage. So yeah, def approaches 0, attack approaches 0 are the two cases here. So if defense is basically 0, damage is basically attack. And if attack is approaching 0, or rather not attack is approaching 0, if defense is approaching infinity, then the attack is going to be 20%. Is what that's going to be. If attack is equal to defense, then we're also getting 20%. Here, it's also going to be 20% damage. Or 20%, or rather, 80k times 0.2. Which is going to be true across the board. No, not 0.3, 0.2. There we go. Oh, Dark Souls has the overkill mechanic. If you kill an enemy with a certain amount of over damage, like 1.2, 1.1 or 1.2 health, you get 20% souls. That's cool. I did not know that was a thing. That's actually really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah, okay. In that case, we don't have to worry about... Oh, we just went way off to the side. So we don't have to worry about these options at all. The entire problem is down here. I'm just an idiot and my brain is running slow today. So if... Yeah, okay. So if attack is equal to 2 times defense, then the attack should be, or the damage should be 0.5 times attack. If the attack is... Yeah, so it has to be exactly the difference unless and until it's less than 0.2. Which is fun. We have an idea for this game if you use it to implement. I don't think it would be too difficult to implement, actually. If we just call money in this game souls, it wouldn't be too bad. Okay, so we always do 0.2. We always do 0.2 damage. Which means the maximum that can be subtracted is everything. So would that not be 80% of attack? Minus 80% of defense. Is that not right? Let's do a table. We'll do attack, defense. You come down 1. So let's do quite simple from 1 to 10. Just so we're not overthinking things too much. Probably like 1 to 8 is probably fine, right? So equals let's see, 0.2 times that plus 0.8. Oh no, it's not, because that would have to be a completely separate calculation, wouldn't it? Yeah, this section here would need to be its own calculation. There was a way that I got around that before, but it was really fidgety. It was really fidgety. I remember how it worked. I do remember how it worked, but it was like really odd. It required like really large exponents. Like really big exponents for some reason. Just to get the numbers to behave. I'm trying to remember what the maths are and whether I even have access to those maths. Something tells me I don't. Control variables. I have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the modulus. Which is helpful. Okay, I think we can use the modulus for this actually. Yeah, we can use the modulus function for this. We're gonna have to do this in steps. We're gonna have to do this in steps to get this to work properly. So yeah, let's just delete all this. So, we want to take the modulus of attack by defense. And if the modulus we'll write, so a little bit of algebra going on here, which is fun. So f is going to be the function modulus of attack and defense. So attack divided by defense, but leaving the remainder. So f is going to be, so if that is equal to attack, then we know that the attack is lower than defense, and the result should be 0.2 times attack, which is useful. If is less than 0.2 times attack. Yeah, this works. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I am so happy, you've got no idea. So if the function is less than 0.2 times the attack, so if the attack is greater than the defense by greater than 20%, so if attack divided by defense leaves a remainder of less than 0.2, then that means it would be dealing less than 20%, so damage has to be equal to 0.2 times attack. And then if is greater than 0.2 times attack, then damage should be equal to attack minus defense. Simple. Simple. That's really fun. Okay, that's really useful. That is actually really useful and really strong. I'm so happy. I am so happy. You've got no idea. Right, let me just double check that to be sure. So, say we are doing 20 damage. Okay, not 20 damage. Say we are doing... Yeah, say we're doing 20 damage. And... we want to take the modulus. Where's the modulus button on my calculator? Where's the modulus button? Hold on. Where's the modulus button? Where's the modulus button? Shit, I do not know my calculator well enough. It's very rare that I do modular stuff. I love modular stuff though. I do it in programming a lot. I just, for some reason, don't do it on my calculator. Where's the modulus function? What does the modulus function looks like? What is the function? What's a modulus? Is it that one? That might be the percentage symbol, but it might be used as a modulus. Right, let's try that. That is a syntax error. Okay, good. Okay, it was the percentage symbol. Screw me, basically. Where the flip is that modulus symbol? Where the flip? How am I supposed to do modular division like this? Son of a gun. I'm so confused. So confused. My modular division. Where are you? Okay, hold on. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm literally gonna have to Google how to... Oh! Let's pretend we didn't see that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google how to do modular division on my scientific calculator. Great, well done, Mel. I mean, I could also just, you know, do the maths here, but still. Let's see. Modular division on scientific calculator. I can't believe I've never done this. Either that or I've just not used my calculator in too long. No, I don't want a modulo calculator. I want to do something else. Where is it? Where's the modular something? No? Hyperbolic, sine, cos, tan. Engine... What? Huh. This makes no sense. Yuri, welcome to the stream, Yuri. Hopefully you're doing well. I am very slightly pulling my hair out because I've forgotten how to do modular division on my scientific calculator. Somehow I don't know. It's not great. How's it going, Yuri? Also, another happy birthday to you. I know it was yesterday, but still. And thank you for the hydrate also, Yuri. Yes, can we have a shout out for Yuri Hart, please? His birthday was yesterday, and whose stream I was chilling out on last night. It was very fun. Hopefully you're doing well, Yuri. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna freaking use a modulo calculator. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, 20 mod 10 gets you 0, as expected. Wait a minute, hold on. I've done things wrong. I'm doing okay. I'm waiting the morning fuel delivery. Oh, good stuff. And checking on everyone post stream. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm very tired. I've been awake for 14 hours now. 14 hours now. It's fun. And also I think I'm doing maths wrong, which is a concern. 20 mod 10. Because 20 is divisible by 10. Oh dear. Okay, we've got problems here because if the defense is too much lower than the attack, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. That's a problem. Are you gonna get some good sleep tonight? I really hope so. I do hope so. I do need to rest very well. I have been. It's been a good day though. It's been a bit of a quiet day, but it's been a good day. Yeah, okay, this method might not work. I don't think this method's gonna work because I've misunderstood how modular arithmetic works. Or modular division works. Because... yeah... it's dividing one by the other multiple times, not just a single time. We basically need to do another pre-check. So, yeah, okay, so we do another round of checks. Okay, so if attack is greater than defense, then we continue. So, wait, if attack is... yeah, what we're doing just now, by the way, Yuri, we are playing around in RPG Maker XP. Because I like RPG Maker XP, it's rather fun. And we're trying to basically get around the combat damage calculation. I didn't realize that RPG Maker XP uses spreadsheets. It doesn't use spreadsheets. I'm using it for visualization purposes. I used it for the requirements for a silly game, and I'm also using it for maths, because I like maths. So yeah, if attack is less than defense, then damage has got to be 0.2 attack. Immediately. That's fine. Or rather, if it's less than or equal to attack, if it's less than or equal to defense, then we automatically get that. If attack is greater than defense, then we need to figure out how much damage it does. So if attack minus defense is less than 0.2 times attack, then damage is the same. Or if attack minus damage is greater than or equal to 0.2 times attack, damage is going to be equal to attack minus defense. Lovely. Okay, that should be easier to implement, I hope. Imagine not having a maths. The world would be pretty awful without them. It's so true. It's so true. Right, okay. This is going to be fancy damage calculation. I should do maths on stream more often, except, you know, actually be good at it. Wait a minute, I just remembered I have Sage. Why am I looking for a crappy calculator when I could just use Sage? It's fine. No, it's not. It's not a calculator problem. It's a Melanie brain not functioning problem. It's fine. That's a fundamentally different issue. Right, okay, so we need to have more variable control. So we need to create a new variable. This is going to be so this is going to be difference. Combat damage difference. It's going to be there. Cool. So we've got combat damage difference. We want to set it to... first of all, we want to set it to our character's strength. Cool. Then we want to set it to... we want to subtract enemy number 1, because we're assuming it's always 1-on-1 combat. Subtract their physical defense, which is cool. And that gets us a number that may or may not be negative, which is cool. Oh, we might need another variable though. Yeah, we need a min damage. Min damage is going to be there. That is going to be set to some number. That is going to be actor 1's strength. Cool. But that is then going to be multiplied again by... Wait. Oh no. We have to do this in 2 steps because it can't do freaking decimals. Oh god, that's disgusting. Okay, fine. We'll multiply by 20. And then we divide by 10. It's fine. It's really annoying, but it's fine. Then we divide by 10. Cool. So that gives us what the minimum damage is going to be. That gives us the difference between the combat stats. The difference between the attacker's attack and the defender's defense. Now, also fuel's arrived. Oh, Yuri, you enjoy your fuel. Enjoy. Hopefully you've got some delicious, delicious fuel on the way for you. I hope it is the greatest of green energies and or nuclear. That will also do. But yes, enjoy the grub, Yuri. Let's see. So we have done, well, nuclear if you prefer it anyway. Maybe a bit too spicy for some people. Let's see. So strength minus defense. We've got the minimum damage, which is cool. Now we want to do conditional branch. If variable combat damage difference is, what would that be? So if it's less than or equal to, oh wait, hold on. Wait, can I do negative numbers here? Oh good, I can do negative numbers, sweet. So if it is less than or equal to 0, yeah, so that implies that defense would be higher. Cool. So let's add in a comment. Defense greater than attack. Sweet. It's gonna be so spicy, nom. Oh, good. Let's add another comment over here. So this is gonna be, what's this gonna be? This is combat damage difference. I think I'm fine with that actually. So in the case that defense is greater than attack, then we want to say control variables, combat damage is set equal to min damage. Cool. Otherwise, this is going to be oh wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, so then if conditional branch, if no, that's not correct. We want variable combat damage difference is less than variable minimum damage, then so this comment's gonna be, hold on. Yeah. So, oh, have you decided what sort of game you're making? Straight up RPG or something spicier? We're playing around a little bit with it actually. I'll show off just now. Oh, I don't need this anymore. I can get rid of you. Lovely. So now I can see my pretty face again. Yeah, so we know we are making something with JRPG mechanics with Western RPG influence. We're going for a single party member with no or limited class restrictions. We are going to be equipping different equipment and having that give you different skills, so you can make different kinds of attack depending on what equipment you've got. You're able to craft weapons, armor, consumables, and so forth. They're going to be a mix of overworld and random encounter enemies, and a big open map that you can go everywhere in. We have not thought of theming, we have not thought of tropes, but the floor is open. This is mostly just fun exercise rather than serious production. It's more an excuse for me to play around with maths and pretty game maps as much as anything else. But yes, having very much fun right now. Annoyingly, I still do need this on the screen, though you can live there. That's a good corner for you, right? So this is if dealt damage would be less than min damage. Dealt samage, no damage. There we go. Then we just copy this again. Paste. Lovely. Otherwise, comment. So this is going to be deals more than or equal to min damage. Cool. And then we go here, control variables. This is going to be combat damage is set equal to variable combat damage difference. Lovely. And believe it or not, that's a damage calculation right there. My god, that was a nightmare. I would love to do some game dev stuff on my stream. Cousin Mimo has been occupied lately. Oh, occupied. Fascinating. What's it been occupied doing, I wonder? But right, this establishes... This is a combat calculation now. At the very least for the player targeting the enemy. We need to basically do the same thing, but for the enemy attacking the player now. Which is fun. Okay, so apply. Increase by 1. Fancy enemy damage. Mimo has been partying while you've been working. Wow. Right. Can I just... Okay, I'd really like it if I could just duplicate this. Paste. There we go. Okay, good. I can duplicate it. Lovely. Okay, so we need to take the enemy's strength first of all. So, let's see. Is there a way to look up enemy stats? Is there a way to look up enemy stats? That'd be nice. But when she's all partied out, I'm sure she'll open her brain to me again. We can tinker some more. That sounds good. I think like a little bit of healthy brain tinkering. It's very fun. I'm not seeing what I was hoping for. Because you can change enemy HP, you can change SP, you can change state, you can make them recover all their health and what have you. You can change their appearance, you can transform them into something else. But you can't view enemy states or enemy stats. That's interesting. But wait, hold on. Oh wait, I played with control variables. Oh, we just do the same thing then, don't we? Yeah. So we just do control variables. Wait, hold on. We need to edit this one. So instead of being the actor's strength, we go to the enemy's strength. There we go. Then instead of... Oh, shit. Hold on. Edit. We go from the enemy's physical defense, we go to your physical defense. Min damage needs to be the... Oh, shit. Keep forgetting that I need to edit the enemy's strength. Cool. Times 20 divided by 10, which gets the 20% effect. In effect. And then we don't need to touch any of these because this just changes combat damage. And then right at the very end, we just have a different calculation for deal damage to the actor, entire party. Yeah, actor number 1. Yeah, there we go. So we go actor number 1 because there's always going to be one person there. Then it's going to be based on the variable, which is combat damage. Lovely. And then we can just copy this. We can go back to this one. We paste. We change this from actor to enemy. Number 1. Voila! Voila! We now have our own custom damage calculation. It has some advantages and disadvantages compared to the default one, but nothing that we can't overcome. Because some issues. Also, hello Adaver, welcome to the stream, good to see ya. Hopefully you're doing good. Yeah, SP cost we can wrap up in the regular skills. The multiplicative effects of strength, attack, and what have you, we can emulate by just adding more variables to be factored in, basically. So we just do another times 120 divided by 100, and that gives a 20% bonus for a specific skill, which is totally fine. But strength F. How much strength influences effects? No, I think we need to overwrite this, sadly. That's completely fine, that's workable. Oh, by the way, I shout out your stream on my Discord server. Thank you, Yuri, appreciate it. And I'm dropping in from Yuri's. Do say hello. Would be appreciated. Rather you're very welcome here, of course. But yeah, thank you, Yuri. So yeah, that way we've got the effects that we want. So these are MDef and PDef. Physical defense increase. Okay, so armor automatically factors in. We've got evasion. Interesting thing as well. The question is how evasion works in practice. How does evasion work in practice? Because there needs to be ways of... Wait, can I increase hit rate over 100%? No, I'm limited, balls. That's annoying. Goliath, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. And thank you once again for coming to celebrate my Dom date. No worries, Yuri. It was my pleasure, believe me. It was very, very fun. Sorry I couldn't have stayed for longer, actually. I would have stayed for longer. I was just incredibly tired. I don't know if you would have noticed, my brain was just starting to not function very well. Goliath, what game am I making? I am making a silly little game. We're not making it seriously. We're developing a silly game. We're making a JRPG with one player, no class restrictions on equipment and what have you. Equipping different equipment pieces gives you different skills. You can craft weapons, armor, consumables. There's going to be a mix of overworld and random encounters. And there's going to be a big open map to explore. It's the plan. It's the plan. But yeah, it's mostly just fun. Mostly we're just here for the sake of learning. For the sake of playing around with game mechanics and stretching to see what we can do. Hylix level of silly. I'm not familiar with Hylix. I'm not familiar. But yes, rather high levels of silly. Rather high levels of silly indeed. So yeah, we've basically just completely rewritten the damage calculation that is default in RPG Maker XP. Because I can. And it's gone surprisingly well, actually. You want to be familiar with Hylix. Hylix. Maybe I do want to be familiar with it. I don't recognize. But yes. So now... Yeah, what we're really missing is the power effects. Like, these don't get baked in automatically. What we need to do is go to common events, Ooh, yeah. Oh, that's a thing. Right, okay. So these are just going to be damage calculation. These are not going to be deal damage. The damage calculations are specifically just to get the numbers and to change what the variables are. What's going to happen is these are going to be common events that are called by actual calculations that get put in common events. So specific weapons can do the calculation in the same way as this, but have other effects as well. So it might be that an attack will increase one of the actor's attacks. Like, it'll increase my main character's strength by, like, I don't know, 1,000 or something. Then it'll do this calculation. Then it'll reduce the strength back down, treating it as if it's got a much higher stat than it does. That could be fun. That could be really fun. I've never used RPG Maker. It's always crashed on me. I always use Game Maker. Yeah. Game Maker's probably more reliable overall, and older versions of RPG Maker, like XP, are lacking a lot of very nice quality of life improvements. But the whole point of me doing all this is just to demonstrate the fact that even if RPG Maker wants to fight you every step along the way, you can still do some fun stuff with it. Especially if you like maths. But you're not limited, even if you don't like maths. I just do like maths. But yeah, so we've got an unarmed skill. Let's go for common events. Let's increase common events by 1, so we've got a new common event. And this is going to be unarmed attack. We might not even end up doing something like this. So what we want to do is we want to do a common event, which is going to be the fancy damage calculation. Wait, why do I have 2 fancy damage calculation? Hold on. This one is... yeah, this is the enemy. So let's just call it enemy fancy damage. Cool. And I closed the database. Well done, Mel. So yeah, this is an unarmed attack, call common event. We do fancy damage calculation. So it runs the fancy damage calculation script. What it does is it checks, it compares the strength and attack, the strength and defense of attacker and defender, and determines what the damage is going to be, whether it's going to be some random number, the max damage, or it's going to be 20% of the max damage, because that is the minimum, that's the floor that we have set. And then once it's done that, we are just going to change enemy HP, change enemy 1 HP, decrease by combat damage, allow knockout, good. There we go. That's how we did it. Oh yeah, it's RPG Maker I have. That's the one that never launched. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, there may be some potential issues in that regard. But yeah, there we go. That's all we have to do to turn it into an actual attack. We also need a set for enemy attacks as well. So this is going to be enemy attack, which is going to be go over here, call common event, enemy fancy damage, which calculates the enemy damage, and then we go over here, change HP of member 1, decrease by variable combat damage. They both use the same combat damage stat because it constantly gets re-overwritten, so it doesn't mind too much. Technically speaking, I could have like duplicated all this section here and put it in a separate common event just to save, you know, writing it out multiple times, but honestly that would take surprisingly more effort. So I just left it. It's fine. Yeah. If I were wanting to be very efficient with my code, I could do that, but it's not necessary. So yeah, we've got our unarmed attack, we've got our enemy attack. Lovely. So now our enemies can actually attack too. And if we actually go to enemies, they've got action attack, condition none. So if we were to change the attack, we could tell them to use a skill instead. Ah, but they don't have a skill. Okay, so what we need to do is go to skills. We can add a new skill. Enemy attack. Which is going to be that. It is going to be on one enemy, only in battle. It is going to use a hit icon. It is going to have some kind of response. It needs to not be an explosion though. It could, if there was like a fart animation, I'd go for the fart animation. I don't think there's a fart animation, unfortunately. Wind will do. Wind sounds like a fart, right? Right? Menu use sound effects is unnecessary. Common event is going to be enemy attack. I don't need to increase strength or anything. It's all just default. Guess you'll just have to make one. Apparently so. Hit rate can be 95%. Wait, do classes have an evasion? Do actors have an evasion? Actors don't have an evasion. Armor has an evasion stat. An evasion stat that may be a bit too strong. Certainly for one of these RPG settings. Yeah. Ooh, there's a question. I also need to, yeah, okay, there's multiple questions going on at once here. Accuracy of these attacks. I'm not sure if when it's used the common event happens immediately or if the common event is dependent on... I don't know if the common event is dependent on the accuracy effect, like this hit rate. I don't know if it's possible to miss. Which is interesting. Very interesting. Yes. Let's go. Set that to 0. Set that to 0 because it doesn't matter. Apply. Let's spawn a ghost. Where's our ghost? Ghosty, where are you, Ghosty? Lots of big critters here. They're very fun. Undead, that's the one. And on action button, we want to do battle processing with ghosts. Cool. So anytime we press the action button, we'll now encounter ghosts. Except it didn't update. That's weird. Did I not hit apply or something? I think I didn't hit apply. Well done, Mel. Right, you're okay. We go... Battle processing, ghost is cool. Apply. Why are you not showing? You should be showing. I don't want you to not show. How do we make you show? Conditions? Switch? No, you should just work. Apply. Okay. Right, okay, now he's there. Okay, cool. Let's test it. Let's test it and see if it works. Yes, lovely. There we go. Hello, Ghosty. So now I interact with you. And we got a battle. Lovely. So we want to use skill. I forgot to give my character a skill. Well done, Mel. Right. Database. We go to actor. We go to classes. We go down here. We learn the unarmed skill at level 0. Lovely. Apply. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this happens. So yeah, talk to the ghost. We are in battle. We fight. Skill. Unarmed. On this ghost, please. Also, I misunderstood what the hit animation was going to be for me. Apparently, wait, did I miss? Apparently it killed me, and I just lost. I lost in testing, this bodes well. That's because I left them with their attack ability instead of their actual skill, which is the enemy attack ability. That's much better. What is rating in this setting? Priority of use. Interesting. Set it on turn. Yeah, there's interesting enemy AI in this that I've never seen. Very interesting enemy AI stuff that I've not played around with very much. Right, back to it. Right. It's annoying that you do have to go out of attack and into skill to be able to use the skill. Also, it does not restore HP to one ally. It deals damage to one enemy. But apparently it missed. How did it miss? Is it because it's doing 0 damage? Oh. It says it's doing 0 damage because the battle calculation doesn't realize that it's doing 0 damage. Oh, there's another another limitation of the system. Another limitation of the system right here. Where we are dealing damage, we just can't see the damage being done. And yes, it is a skill issue. But moreover, it's an issue with the way that the engine has been programmed by default. So it says miss if no damage is dealt as far as it's concerned, even though damage is being done. The annoying thing is now I can't actually tell if I'm hitting or if I'm missing. Also, why am I taking damage? Oh right, it's because you've got a strength skill. That's fun. Can we kill that thing, please? That'd be great. I'm running out of HP rapidly. So I used unarmed. It uses enemy attack. Yeah, we've got like one more hit. We might be in a spot of bother here if I can't get these hits in. We're on 3 HP, are you kidding me? Also, I might have been forgetting to use the right attack skill. I think I was forgetting to use the right attack skill. Well done, Mel. Okay, this has not gone entirely as planned. But regardless, I at the very least have proven that the enemy is able to kill me. And that is an important thing. But yeah, it's a bit annoying when it says, you know, it's able to do damage to me. But it's not actually coming up with any damage. Also, yeah, its max HP is higher than mine. That's how it won. And that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Their physical defense is 59. Whereas I'm pretty sure I only have like 100 damage. So wait, 59 or 95? Hold on. Yeah, their physical defense is 95. My strength is freaking 100. So I'm only doing 5 damage per hit, which means I'm doing 20 damage per hit, which means killing one of them takes 27 attacks. Well done, Melanie. You're so clever. You're so clever. Yeah, herein lies the problem. Herein lies the problem. I need to remember to actually update things. It's fine. Okay, so their base evasion's 0. I've got armor that gives me evasion. Their evasion should be roughly 50%. But like, evasion's kind of interesting. Because I don't want it to just be a flat number, I want it to be changeable. Like, different effects should change how likely an enemy is to avoid it. Or so it seems to me. Maybe, like, magic defense could be repurposed into, like, a soft evasion skill. And then, like, every attack, depending on the attack, evasion gets updated. But yeah, no, I don't know. Interesting anyway. But yeah, physical defense needs to go. We'll set it to 0. HP we will set to, we're going to be doing 100 damage per hit, so let's go for, I don't know, 300 damage? Oh, not 600 damage. And also I pressed the wrong button. Well done, Mel. I'm so smart. Did I ever mention I'm an evil genius? Did I ever mention that? It implies that there's some intelligence there to begin with. Strength 41. I think is good. Actors, we need HP. We are permanently level... No, not permanently level 1. Excuse me, I'm sleepy. Generate curve. We want... I don't know. I wish there was an easier way to set these. To get a bit more space to play with. Well, you can do this though. At level 1, you want strength to be... Just make it 100. And this can be 100. And it just stays at 100 across the board. Which is nice. Very nice. SP, I literally don't care about SP, and I'm not even thinking about the other skills just yet. Strength, I want the value to be 1 across the board. It's fine, good, cool, apply. Let's try this again. I can practically count the brain wrinkles. Yes, I have brain wrinkles. Right, there we go. Now we've got 100 HP. We have to go to skill, unarmed, we attack. No damage gets done, apparently. But we're actually doing damage. Why did you do so much damage to me? Why did you do so much damage to me? I don't appreciate that. Okay, I killed you somehow. How did I kill you? Well, now I'm dead. I lost again. I tried to rig the game in my favor and I still lost. It's because my max HP is at literally 100. Let's make it 200. Let's go full Fallout 1 here, shall we? Generate curve at level 1, it should be 200. Level 2, it should be 200. Oh, but level 20. This is generate curve. 5 XP, 5 HP for level. Let's see. So 200 plus 5 times 98 is 690. So 690, and we want to go middle, go, cool, nice, cool. HP actually gets better as things go on. Strength is fine. Enemies, why are you doing so much damage to me? You've got 21 strength. You're doing enemy attack. I've got no idea. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to not be able to see damage being done when it was done using a skill, which is interesting. Let's have a look at the scripts and see if this can give us an idea. So battle, where are we? I'm gonna have to learn how to script Ruby to get this to work the way that I want it to. Let's see, where are combat? My eyes are really itching right now. I think I need to wrap up a little bit sooner than I may have preferred. But we are getting close to the 3-hour map, so that's not too bad. I do love that we've basically been sitting looking at our database for most of today. Looking at me doing maths. Man, I really want to do another Sage stream. That'd be really fun. Love maths. Where's the combat? Where the hell's the combat loop? Game map, troop, party, actors, enemy, battle action. And where's the... Right, that's battle action. Party troop. Game common events. Enemy. There's a bunch of functions here. Transform. Yeah, no, none of this is what I was hoping for. Game actor. I can't see anything that I want to use. Battler. That's just the image. Battle status. Set level up flag, initialize, battle results, window message. Input number. No. Nope. I think my brain is stopping functioning, unfortunately. Battle action. Determine validity. I think that's just like choosing targets. Self switches. No, I've got no idea where it's hidden. Window. Nope. I think I'm stumped. Scene battle. Oh wait, scene battle. Hold on. Why are there like 4 different battles? Oh right. Right. So it's like one. There's one, but it's like broken up into 4 different scripts because it's very long. Yeah, this is class scene battle. That's class scene battle. It's just that the first one covers the main function. Looks like it's more or less similar to Python. It is relatively similar. A lot of the terms are the same. It just uses the $sign for things. Yeah, fairly similar to Python. They're probably related in some way that I don't know. This class performs battle screen processing, main phase, start action, results, set targeted battler for skill or item, make skill action results. Yeah, so it uses the ability. Where's the damage? At skill, target battler for skill or item. Basic action results, okay. If escape, if doing nothing, if attack, animation, if action battler is an enemy, then do this. If action battler is an actor, if it's a game actor, restriction is 3. Game party, random target actor. Otherwise, do this. Target is random enemy. Otherwise, lets you choose an enemy. Apply normal attack results. Target dot attack effect. Okay, is there a target? Not the store. Game target. So it goes, yeah, target battlers is target dot attack effect at active battler. Okay, battler, right, okay, so it'll be in battler then. There'll be an option in here for normal attack effects, first hit, F hit, element correction, F damage value is strictly positive, yep, F damage is greater than 0, critical correction, guard correction, dispersion, second hit detection, if hit occurs, subtract damage from HP, state change if necessary, self.damage equals miss, when missing, self.damage equals miss. It doesn't seem to say anywhere that it would display the damage. Doesn't seem to say that it would display the damage, like, because if I had that, I could just like drop it into one of the skills. But yeah, at that point we're going into like script modification, and again, I'm really not suited for handling Ruby scripting right now. I think that would have to be an extended project for another day. But yeah, I think as I'm somewhat falling asleep and crashing hard right now, I think I may call the stream here. This has been really interesting. I hope people have found it interesting. Seeing a little bit more about what kind of things that, at the very least in theory, you can do with RPG Maker XP. Maybe if not quite as much in practice. I haven't been able to demonstrate quite as much as I might have liked to. But you know, this is what happens when you start running around in circles with an engine that's really not suited to doing the kind of thing that you want to do in it. It's a problem that I run into many times because I never learn my lesson. But regardless, it's been very fun. It's a very fun and interesting system. But yeah, no, I think I'm gonna call it here. So yeah, massive thank you everyone for coming along today. I really honestly do appreciate it. It's been very fun. Hopefully I can do something a bit more productive again in future. That would be very, very nice. Do I have any news before we go? Let's see. For those who may have missed the update that I posted on my Discord, I am moving. I have moved rather tomorrow's stream to today at this time, and I'm going to be moving the stream that was going to be on Sunday. That is going to be Fallout 1. We're going to be continuing with Fallout 1 from having retrieved the water chip. That's going to be tomorrow. We're moving that to tomorrow at 2 p.m. So that's UTC plus 0. So if you want to see some more Fallout 1, then do come along to that. It's going to be at 2. It's going to be really fun. Look forward to it. Any other news that I've got? Nothing imminent anyway. Just still plugging away at my many projects. But other than that, doing pretty good. Had a very good week. It's been a good couple of weeks. It's been fun. So yeah, massive thank you everyone for coming along. But yeah, and for general support as well. But yeah, special thanks to Yuri as well for dropping by. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being there yesterday. So yeah, go check out Yuri as well. Would be great. But yes, I need to go. I don't even know if I have the energy to make food before I go to sleep. So yes, we'll see what happens. Anyway, until next time, until tomorrow, take care of yourselves. Be very good to yourselves, and I will see you all again very, very soon indeed. Bye bye everyone. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye. Yeah, I can't believe how tired I am. Well, actually, maybe I should. You know, sleep deprivation does this to you, you know, if you don't sleep enough during the week. If you don't sleep enough, you're not gonna have a good time. Right, who can we raid? Gonna have someone to raid. I mean, okay, I say not have a good time. I am having a good time. I'm having fun. Life is great. I'm having fun. Good times. Good times being had by all. Just also very tired. Who do we fancy raiding? Who do we fancy raiding? I think let's raid Anigekao. They were part of the collab yesterday, and it's nice to check out new people. Oh, if I could type in the right field, that would be great. Annie. There we go. Looks like they are currently chilling playing some 7 Days to Die, which seems rather fun. Well, reportedly that's it, but it doesn't look like 7 Days to Die to me. Are they doing map editing or something? What's going on here? It might be. I think they're doing some map editing on Gary's mod? I don't know. We're raiding them anyway. Take it easy, all. Matane. Wait, no, I recognize what that is. Oh, wait, no, that is 7 Days to Die. I'm an idiot. For some reason, you can tell Faith's been influencing me too much. I thought it was Thingamajig. What's it called? The other thing. The thing about running away from serial killers. Anyway, matane!